It's been a few minutes, and you haven't tried to talk me out of this. You feeling all right?
We have a saying. Those who knowingly stand on melting ice cannot be reasoned with.
Does that happen a lot?
Does what?
Coden standing on melting ice who won't listen to reason. Is that a common problem?
It's... No, that's not what I meant.
Whatever. Just be ready.
It's nice to see Coden actually return from the lake with their voices intact.
What does that mean, their voices intact?
Voice comes from thought. The Elder Dragon speaks through its champion. Whispers on the wind. Listen to the whispers, and you begin to think how the Elder Dragon wants you to think. The dragon's thoughts become your thoughts. Then you speak, and the voice is not yours.
So, don't listen to the whispers. Got it. So, I've gotta ask.
Yes? What is it?
Do these whispers sound familiar to you?
You mustn't listen to the whispers.
No, I mean, I get that. I do. I'm not. But do they sound familiar to you?
They sound like whatever they need to sound like to make you listen.
Which I'm not.
Which you're not.
Why is this place called Stillwater Speaking anyway?
When my people fled south from the Ice Dragon, the shifting waterways stranded us here. Back then, my people knew little of this place's history. The abomination that called it home. Back then, my people knew little of this place's history. Of the abomination that called it home.
You mean Drakkar? It was dormant back then, as I understand it.
It was. But even then, Jormag whispered through it. To us. To any who might listen.
You've been listening to those whispers since the Coden came south? That's, what, over 100 years?
200. But the whispers were quieter then. The lake was a smooth glass, and had a voice of its own.
Aha. Still water that wouldn't shut up. Got it.
Ah, the Norn bear. That's a good story. One of my favorites. I'm honored you'd ask me to tell it. Bjora and Svanir were sister and brother. Young followers of Bear, eager to forge their own legends. Bear represents strength of body and mind. Our mightiest spirit. Or so her Havrunes claim. The siblings set out into the wilderness to find the strongest prey to honor her. Instead, they discovered a dark power.
Jormag.
Drakkar, a champion of Jormag, sheltered beneath a frozen lake. Speaking through Drakkar, Jormag made them promises of power. Bjora denied the dragon. But Svanir...
He gave in.
Jormag's power corrupted him. He took the shape of a great bear, twisted by the dragon's magic. More ice than flesh.
And Bjora?
Some believe the spirits of the wild punished her for doing nothing to stop him. Others think Jormag was to blame. Bjora lost her own ability to become the bear. Yet she tracked Svanir, knowing only she could do what needed to be done.
She killed her own brother.
She killed the Norn bear. And so the spirits restored her magic to her.
Javi must be proud.
You'd think so. The victory was Jormag's. Bjora inspired future generations of Norn, but so did Svanir.
Why has Cloudseeker not stepped down? Claw must follow voice. There must be balance.
He has explained to those who would listen. You were there.
How can the Kodan be an example to the races of this world if we do not adhere to our own teachings?
Cloudseeker is protecting us from imbalance. The Whisper of Jormag is a test, and many of us have already failed.
We failed the moment Cloudseeker refused to step down. We are truly lost.
She fought bravely.
I didn't mean that.
Until her dying breath, she tried to protect us. We've never gone without a voice.
Others have managed. But has any Kodan voice had to contend with Elder Dragons?
Well, during the great dragon storm of the last awakening, our voices told the Kodan to wait and hide.
Maybe an Elder Dragon spoke to the voices then. As Jormag tries to speak to us now.
Then we would not be children of Koda. We would be in debt to Dragons! You know better than that.
I was just thinking, you'd mentioned the Dragonstorm before, from the last awakening of the Elder Dragons.
Yes. What of it?
You recall the story of the Southward Claw.
A claw with no voice to guide them fled amidst the Dragonstorm. They traveled south and were never seen again.
The Elder Dragons were south, and many Khodan believe that Southward Claw became the first of the Norn.
You say things you don't understand, that we could never know. We'll leave it at that.
Did you send for reinforcements? We could use them in the fight against Drakkar.
No, we've been ordered to reduce travel through the pass.
But we don't have enough.
We've lost too many patrols as it is. I send for reinforcements, we could just as easily bolster the enemy's numbers.
A rotation, then. Send these soldiers back through the mountains. Get them away from the Whispers.
Javi's orders were clear. Until Drakkar is dead, we cannot risk an influx of soldiers.
That patrol we sent to Eagle Shrine hasn't reported back.
Damn.
Normally, I'd offer to send a scouting party, but...
No, we don't have the people to spare. Avoid the shrine for now. We'll patrol around it. Report.
Defenses are reinforced, but it's not the things outside I'm worried about.
Right. Strong as these Khodan are, I fear the Whispers here have taken a permanent toll.
Maybe once Drakkar and Jormag are gone.
We can only hope.
Little bit longer. Almost done.
My daughter finally came back from the forest.
Was she?
Alive. Voice was still hers. She was allowed back inside, at least.
Where is she now?
Back out there. Said it helped. Quiet the Whispers. Keeping busy.
I know what she means. Keep turning the fish. Don't want it to catch.
What do you think about all these Vigil coming in?
They're not as used to the Whispers as we are. We spent years acclimating, and even we succumb.
When Drakkar awoke, the Whispers began to spread beyond the mountains. They lost their leader.
General Soulkeeper. I heard. May Koda guide her through the mists. You think the fish is done yet?
No. Few more minutes.